Now that some of these logs have been taken off of here, you can see those are white ash, those two. And then there's another white ash, this big one underneath there. That's white ash as well. So I want to get to those sometime in the spring here. But for now, for today, what we're going to do is we're going to pull this red oak out of here. It's either red or white oak. Probably red oak. But we'll see once I get cutting it. Now there's a couple of bumps and bruises in this thing, a couple of knots. You can see if you look across here, there's one in here, one on this side. Then there's a bunch down there, and the log takes a little bit of a turn. But I think I'll still get an 8-foot out of that. But we'll check and see. I'm interested in getting some 4x4s, but I don't think this log is going to be the one that I'm going to get them from. We'll see. So I'm going to cut this one next. I'm going to go pick up that log I was talking about a minute ago and set it on here. log looks a lot worse than it did before when we looked at it. We were looking at it from this end, it didn't look too bad, but down at that end there's a split starting somewhere in here, and then it runs all the way down. There's a hole there. So this is going to be a pretty lame log. What I wanted to show you here was when you're picking a log up to load it, any amount that you're off center is going to make the opposite end go down a little bit. So obviously the chain could go this way in order to try and get it to dump the other way. I want the end that's by the tractor on the head end that is soft. So I'm going to see if I can't do that by pushing down on the log. Now the other thing is you want to make sure when you have the machine over the sawmill that it's as close to the center of the machine. I could have come a little bit closer there, but it looked like I wasn't going to be able to push down on the log, so I'll see what happens. Depending upon how heavy the log is to one side or the other, you can see that I got the dog up right here, but the one in the back's not up, or the one in the front's not up all the way. But I can take the chain off there and that won't roll off of there. But the log's bent, it has some big knots here and there, so I'm not sure where exactly the heavy part will go. But what I do know is that the bend is up to the upside of this. So in other words, the outer part of the log is here, so it'll probably roll easy. You got to be careful, don't roll off the bump. Get the grapple hook up high enough. Okay. Now if you, from down here, you can see how high that log is bent up there. Let me get you a little lower yet. So that's why it's wanting to roll this way. It's a little bit heavy at the top. Let me just show you what I'm talking about here. I don't know how far in there that goes. Anyway, there's a couple knots here, but here's the thing I'm talking about, this crack that's all the way through there, and then at this end you can see it pretty good. Now painting something like this wouldn't have helped that, because this had a bend in it to begin with. So what I want to try to do with this is turn it so that the crack is flat across, and I'll see if I can make that work for me. I don't know if it will or not. I just might have to cut it down to 8 foot and be happy with it. Let me measure this and see how big this thing is. The 8 foot's right in there, and it's not cracked in there. The crack starts up here. So I would actually be better off cutting that down here at the 8 foot mark, right about here, and seeing what I have. It's not exactly a, you know, nice looking log at the moment, but you never know. Just like the other day, we had a log that didn't look so good, but it ended up giving some pretty nice boards. So I'll cut that off, throw the crack away. I'll cut that in two, and then two pieces, and I can use it for firewood. Yeah. I want to make sure I have 8 foot. So that's a 2 foot piece. And then this is another 2 footer we'll cut here. Okay, that should work. Now the sad thing is, even at 8 foot, we've still got that crack in there. So I'm going to turn that so the crack is flat, and then I'll cut that. Okay, so that's ready now to be able to cut, and I just want to get a flat cut with the crack, and then we'll see what happens here. And it's 8 foot, so we should be able to get a couple boards out of this. Now this looks like a piece of maple here, so let me cut it and we'll see what's going on with it. Guys, one of the things that I wanted to tell you about my videos is I don't know if it's the internet connection I have or what, but here's the problem. When I make a half-hour video, it takes 6 hours to upload that onto YouTube. So, like, let's say right now it's around noontime and I'm gonna grab lunch, but if it's noon and I take this video in there right now, it won't be until 6-7 o'clock that it comes up on the internet. If I make an hour video, it'll take closer to 14 hours, which means it won't be up until tomorrow sometime. So I've been trying to divide them into 30-minute segments. It has nothing to do with showing, you know, more videos, but it has to do with the fact that it takes so long to upload it, because when I'm uploading to YouTube, I can't use my internet for nothing else. It won't work. So just so you know, that's why I've been cutting the videos a little bit and then printing them in sections. Have a good one. I want to get the forks on the backhoe so I can throw these splitches right onto the backhoe to get rid of them. Okay, so I'll take one cut out of this, and then I'm going to go grab lunch. I'll show you that what that looks like in the next video.